Chapter 1. The Cryptic Telegram. The rain pattered against the windows of Hercule Poirot's London flat like a restless child tapping for attention. It was a dreary Tuesday evening, and Poirot sat in his armchair, a cup of tisane steaming in his hand, his meticulous mind momentarily at rest. The little grey cells, as he liked to call them, had been idle for too long. 3 weeks without a case worthy of his talents. He sighed, adjusting the perfectly symmetrical knot of his tie, when the sharp ring of the telephone shattered the quiet. "Oui, Poirot speaking," he answered, his voice crisp with the faintest trace of Belgian charm. "Monsieur Poirot, this is urgent," came a voice on the other end, clipped and breathless, as though the speaker had run a mile to reach the phone. "My name is Evelyn Carver. I'm calling from Glass Manor, near Dartmoor. You must come at once. Something impossible has happened." Poirot's moustache twitched with interest. "Impossible, you say? Explain, s'il vous plaît." "There's no time." Evelyn's tone rose, edged with panic. "A man is dead, murdered, we think, in a locked room. But the body, it's gone, vanished. Please, the police are useless, and you're our only hope. A telegram is on its way with details. Will you come?" Before Poirot could press for more, the line went dead. He set the receiver down, his green eyes narrowing. A locked room, a vanished corpse. The words danced in his mind like a puzzle begging to be solved. He had barely risen from his chair when a knock sounded at the door. It was a telegram boy, soaked from the rain, holding a damp envelope. Poirot tipped him generously and tore it open. The message was brief, written in a hurried scrawl. "Glass Manor, Dartmoor. Murder in sealed room. Body missing. Train leaves Paddington, 7 p.m. E. Carver." Poirot glanced at his pocket watch. 6:15 p.m. A faint smile curled his lips. "The game, it begins," he murmured, reaching for his coat and hat. He had no intention of missing that train. The journey to Dartmoor was a blur of clattering rails and mist-shrouded fields. By 9 p.m., Poirot stepped onto the platform at a desolate station where a driver awaited him, a wiry man with a lantern jaw and eyes that darted like a hunted animal's. "Name's Higgs," he grunted. "Miss Carver sent me. Best hurry. Things are getting stranger by the hour." The drive to Glass Manor wound through fog-choked lanes, the headlights barely piercing the gloom. At last, the estate loomed into view, a sprawling Gothic pile of stone and glass, its windows glowing like the eyes of some watchful beast. As Higgs pulled up to the entrance, a woman burst from the doors. Evelyn Carver, Poirot presumed. She was tall, with sharp cheekbones and auburn hair pinned haphazardly, her face pale as moonlight. "Monsieur Poirot, thank God!" she exclaimed, clutching his arm. "It's worse than I feared. The room, it's still locked. No one's been in or out since we found him. Or didn't find him." "Calm yourself, mademoiselle," Poirot said, patting her hand with practised reassurance. "Take me to this room. Hercule Poirot does not believe in the impossible, only in the unexplained." She led him through a cavernous hall, past portraits of stern-faced ancestors, to a heavy oak door on the second floor. It was bolted shut, a padlock gleaming under the flickering light of a sconce. A small crowd had gathered. Servants, guests, a local constable, all whispering and staring as Evelyn produced a key. "The room belonged to my uncle, Victor Glass," she said, her voice trembling. "He was alive this morning.